The stranger who offered you a ride knows something about your past. Be ready for the truth. Archangel Michael says this message will shake the ground you stand on. What you thought was a small moment, just a stranger slowing their car and offering you a lift, is something far deeper, older, and entwined with the truth you were never supposed to know. Their eyes carried a weight, their tone held a vibration your soul recognized even if your mind didn't. You may have ignored it, smiled politely, or even accepted that ride thinking it was just fate or a kind gesture. But fate has many disguises, and this one came with secrets trapped beneath the surface. That ride was not coincidence. This person knows who you truly are, not just who you've become. They carry a key to a past timeline, one that was buried so deep even your dreams no longer speak of it. The engine of their car hummed a code, and in their silence, there was a memory. As soon as you entered their vehicle or heard them speak, your spirit shifted. You felt watched, not in fear, but in a strange familiarity. That was the universe reuniting you with a truth that was denied from you long ago. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They have been observing you for longer than you know. Not in a way that intends harm, but as someone assigned to uncover a moment you forgot. A decision you made years ago created ripples in time. That decision altered not only your life, but theirs too. And now the echo has returned through them. It is no accident that they knew your name without asking. They didn't speak it aloud. But their energy did. Your aura remembered theirs before your heart caught up. The road you traveled together was a road traveled before, maybe in a dream, maybe in a forgotten life. But it was traveled. The conversation may have seemed casual, but every word was chosen with purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 909. They mentioned a place you haven't visited in years. Or maybe they referred to someone with a name you haven't spoken in a decade. They're pulling you back to a chapter that was shut not with closure, but with force. You were meant to meet this stranger again at this exact moment in your life. Because now, you're strong enough to remember what once shattered you. And they've come to remind you of what was taken. A person from your early past, long before the chaos began, knew you held power. That person made sure you would never recall it. But this stranger was there that day, watching the injustice unfold. They kept a secret. Not because they wanted to, but because they were sworn to. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The person who offered you the ride is not random. They've been connected to your family through events never spoken out loud. Their uncle knew your father. Their mother once loved someone who tried to protect you. In their glove box is a photo. You're in it. But you don't know when it was taken. Because the version of you in that photo doesn't match your memory. This stranger wants to show it to you. But only when the time is right. Until then, they observe you from a distance, waiting to sense that you are ready. They didn't come to save you. They came to confirm what you already feel in your bones. That someone erased pages of your story. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. They know about a night you cried in silence and felt something watching. It wasn't fear. It was presence. That was them, nearby, ensuring you were still walking the path. They know about the letter that never reached you. A letter sent by someone who disappeared from your life without closure. That letter was intercepted. But the stranger read it. They watched as you suffered unknowingly, unaware of the truth hidden beneath betrayal. Now, they carry the burden of that knowledge. And they've decided it's time to unburden you. Your past is not broken, it's hidden. And this ride was the door opening to a long-awaited reckoning. Type Amen to get blessing 717. That if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They know about the object you lost in your childhood. A necklace, a ring, or a bracelet. That item held more than sentimental value, it held a lineage. And they have it. It will be returned to you when you're ready to hear what really happened the day you lost it. Not just who took it, but why it was taken. This stranger may not speak much, but their silence holds more truth than most confessions. Their presence activates memories in your body before your mind can recall them. They are the witness who saw everything that day when your world was rewritten. And now, they are the messenger. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says the veil is lifting faster than expected. The person you call a stranger has been marked by the divine to stand beside you when the truth arrives. Their soul signed a covenant before birth to assist in this revelation. The car you entered wasn't just transport, it was a moving temple. The moment you stepped in, a sacred energy surrounded you. Something ancient stirred within you. This energy cannot be explained in language. It can only be felt in chills, flashes of déjà vu, and sudden clarity in the middle of a sentence. This is not fiction, it is spiritual reality unfolding. The person who drove you knows things no one else could. They've seen documents, recordings, and moments hidden from you by those who feared what you'd become if you knew. Type Amen to get blessing 212. You were meant to lose some things so you'd go searching. Because the journey would strengthen you. But they've been keeping the final piece safe. The name they whispered as you left the car wasn't theirs. It was someone you once loved and thought was gone. They wanted to gauge your reaction. That name has ties to a family secret kept buried to protect an inheritance, a legacy, or a blood truth. Your last name was once changed to break this link. But they remember it. This stranger has seen your photo before. Not online, but in an old folder held by someone who promised never to speak of you again. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Your past includes a betrayal too deep to speak of. Someone chose greed over loyalty. And someone else tried to protect you silently. The stranger driving that car has met both. They've heard both sides of the story. And they now know which part you must hear first. When they stopped their vehicle, it was guided by a force. Their foot on the brake was led by more than sight, it was instinct. Spirit. Mission. Archangel Michael says you are no longer a wanderer. You are a returning heir. And this person knows how to take you home. Type Amen to get blessing 505. There's a house you've never entered, but your name is on the original blueprint. A land that once belonged to your bloodline has been taken under a false name. This person knows who changed the signature. They have the proof. But it comes with a warning, it will change everything. From who you trust to how you breathe. You were robbed not just of money or property, but of identity. They saw it happen. And now they want to make it right. They will reveal something soon. Maybe in a phone call. Maybe in a note left under your door. Be alert. Type Amen to get blessing 363. This ride wasn't a ride, it was a return. The beginning of a journey back to what you were never supposed to forget. And this time, nothing will block you. The person who drove you is part of a plan that's been building for years. Their role is crucial. But your decision is what activates the next move. You will see them again. And this time, they will not hold back. They will show you everything. Prepare yourself. Because what's coming is truth mixed with fire. And the fire will burn through all the lies. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. You are awakening. The stranger was the trigger. They were the lock opener. They will appear again soon. This time, with something in their hand. It will confirm what you've always felt in your gut. When that moment comes, stay grounded. Because everything will make sense. Every hurt. Every delay. Every silence. The truth is not just coming. It's arriving at your doorstep. In the same way that car once arrived, quiet, steady, destined. Type Amen to get blessing 1144. The stranger who offered you a ride isn't just a person. They're a message wrapped in human form. Sent to realign your path. From now on, pay attention to signs. Whispers. Numbers. Random words that echo. They are not random. They are keys. And the next time they come near you, whether by road, dream, or door, don't fear it. Receive it. You were made for this. The past is no longer hidden. The truth is no longer silent. And your life is no longer in waiting. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. They've been instructed not to overwhelm you. That's why they only gave a piece of the truth during your first meeting. But the full story is written, and soon, they will hand you the remaining pages. There are documents, names, and photos that will unlock memories you buried beneath survival. The stranger is only the first to appear. More will follow. People you don't recognize will soon speak to you like they've known you for lifetimes. Because they have. In ways you don't understand yet, they've traveled dimensions of time to stand beside you now. Their mission isn't just about truth, it's about setting your soul free from a lie that nearly destroyed you. One of them has already left a message nearby. Hidden in plain sight. On a wall. In a mirror. A street sign. A slip of paper. Something you glanced at but didn't think much of. Go back. Look again. Type Amen to get blessing 1441. What they're trying to tell you has been repeating in your dreams. Symbols. Locations. A certain voice calling your name with urgency. Don't ignore it anymore. The moment you opened this message, your spirit stirred. Because your soul recognized that this is not a story, it is your memory being returned. Piece by piece. Archangel Michael says no weapon formed against your truth will stand. No lie will survive the fire of your awakening. And no stranger will ever again know more about your life than you do. You were chosen to rise at this hour, not to remain confused. The fog is lifting. And what stands on the other side is not fear, it's clarity, power, and purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 727. The stranger knows who tried to erase you. They were there the day your name was removed from a list, from a will, from a plan. But they remember your name. And now, so will the world. They've been holding on to a letter written in your name by someone who died too soon. That letter is the reason they searched for you. That letter holds your origin. The handwriting, the smell of the paper, the ink used, it will unlock tears and visions when you see it. Because it belongs to someone you still feel walking with you in spirit. And this stranger, they've cried over it too. They've carried the weight of keeping your truth safe. But now, they're being told, deliver it. Type Amen to get blessing 616. Your past isn't just personal. It's spiritual. You were the target of a generational silencing. One that began before you were born. They tried to keep your gift suppressed by denying you access to your own story. But destiny always finds its way back. And this ride was the starting line of your return. The stranger may have looked ordinary. But they are anything but. The moment they looked at you, something shifted in the atmosphere. They knew that the seed of power within you had begun to bloom again. And they were there to witness its first spark. Type Amen to get blessing 1011. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They know about your childhood friend who vanished. The one you were told moved away. But the truth was darker. This stranger was connected to that child's family. And they've held the guilt of silence for too long. Now, they're ready to show you what really happened. The old photograph. The hidden letters. The location where your friendship ended too suddenly. You will hear names you haven't heard in decades. And it will feel like you're being pulled into a time you barely remember, but your spirit does. Each word they speak will reconnect the broken wires in your memory. And what you thought was lost will rise like a phoenix from forgotten ashes. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. They are not afraid of who you are becoming. They're afraid of who you already are. Because your very existence challenges the lies others have built their lives upon. That's why you've been watched, tested, and kept distracted. But no more. Your focus is returning. And with it, the stranger's final message. The truth is simple but heavy. Someone you once trusted traded your name for security. They believed keeping you in the dark was a favor. But it wasn't. It was theft. This stranger has come to restore what was stolen. Not just stories, but honor, voice, and your rightful place in the plan. Type Amen to get blessing 585. You might hear from them again soon. Maybe not in person. Maybe through a call, a message, a recording. It'll arrive exactly when your heart is finally still enough to receive it. When they contact you, don't run. Don't deny what rises in your gut. Sit with it. Let it echo. Let the tears fall. Let the fire burn clean. They will mention a place you've always been curious about, a town or building you've never been to but always dreamed of. Go there. That location holds one final piece. A person from your bloodline who thought you were lost is waiting. And the stranger knows how to lead you to them. Type Amen to get blessing 1777. You were never meant to walk this path blind. But your vision was veiled for protection. The time of unveiling is now. The words you've longed to hear are coming. From a mouth you didn't expect. And they will hold the power to rewrite your emotional DNA. You will reclaim your story. And in doing so, you'll heal generations before you. This is bigger than just you. This is ancestral. The ride you took wasn't just across space, it was through timelines. A bridge built by faith, not wheels. Type Amen to get blessing 747. This message is the warning before the miracle. Your life is about to change not through chaos, but through revelation. And when it does, don't look back. The person who offered you a ride is coming back with more. They weren't done. They were just giving you time to prepare. You'll know it's them when they say your true name. The one your spirit answers to. The one you haven't heard in years. When that happens, let your heart open. Because what follows will be the flood of all you were born to remember. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Archangel Michael says the enemy tried to confuse your steps, but divine timing is now aligning. No matter who tried to silence your history, the voice of truth is louder. You are protected now more than ever. The road that seemed ordinary was actually sacred. The person who appeared as a stranger is part of your divine court. And they were always going to find you. Every turn they made, every delay you encountered that day, was orchestrated. You are in the center of a divine realignment. Your story is about to rise and be witnessed. And when it does, no lie can live in its presence. Truth is fire. And fire always burns away what was never real. Type Amen to get blessing 9090. The stranger knew the final piece of your puzzle. But they were waiting for one signal, your readiness. Now that you've received this message, the light is green. The process begins. Watch what comes next. A message. A face. A location. All of it will click like locks unlocking in sequence. You'll feel it. There is no more hiding. No more waiting. No more lies. What's yours is returning. The ride was only the beginning. The destination is the truth. And you, child of destiny, are arriving now. Type Amen to get blessing 33333. They've waited years for this alignment. The stranger did not act earlier because your soul was still healing from battles you couldn't even name. But now, the energy around you has shifted, and the gate is open. This is why you've been feeling uneasy at night. The vibrations of your spirit are rising to meet what's coming. Restlessness, sudden emotions, flashes of memory, these are signs the veil is thinning. The stranger was your sign in physical form. A being sent not just to inform, but to awaken. Because they carry your spiritual trigger in their voice, presence, and energy. They saw what others denied. They believed in what others buried. And now, they will stand beside you when the truth explodes from silence. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. There will be a second meeting. This time not on the road. It could be in a hallway, a cafe, a moment where time slows down and everything feels suspended. The stranger will speak a sentence that unlocks an emotion buried beneath layers of defense. It might make you cry, freeze, or feel suddenly understood without explanation. That is your confirmation. They are not here to hurt you. They are here to pull you from the smoke. Their mission is heavy because they've had to carry your truth while watching you walk without it. But that ends now. This is your return. And what was once hidden is now flooding to the surface. You are not broken, you were shielded. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. They will give you a date. That date is important. It connects to a timeline you thought was lost forever. It could be your birth, someone's passing, a celebration that turned into tragedy. The significance will strike like lightning when you hear it. Because that day altered your spiritual path. And now, it will be the day your truth begins again. Do not be afraid of what they reveal. Even if the names hurt. Even if the memories sting. That's just the wound leaving your soul. Every piece you reclaim adds back the power that was scattered across years of confusion. And with it, your true identity strengthens. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. The stranger is just the beginning. Others will follow. Some to support, some to resist. You will recognize them not by words, but by how your body reacts. If your heart beats faster, if your skin chills, if your gut tightens, listen. That is your inner radar, and it's activating stronger now. Trust it more than the smile on someone's face. The stranger may eventually hand you something. A letter. A key. A photo. A recording. That object holds vibrations of your story. When you touch it, you will know. It will feel like thunder rumbling inside your ribs. Not fear, but power. And that power is yours, coming home. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. They will say something odd. Maybe a phrase you've never used, but that feels oddly familiar. That phrase is a password. It unlocks memories stored in your subconscious. You may cry after hearing it. That's good. Let it flow. Those are sacred tears releasing the fog. Your life was designed with this meeting in the blueprint. The universe hid it in time to protect it from sabotage. Now that moment has passed, and the lock is being turned. The person who once witnessed your fall is here to walk you into your rise. And they are willing to carry the weight of what must now be said. Type Amen to get blessing 4949. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. There's someone they will mention, someone you thought was gone. But this person is closer than ever. They never stop thinking about you. They never stop trying to reach you. The stranger has spoken to them. Maybe not recently, but once. And that conversation was about you. Your name. Your soul. Your truth. You are not alone. You were never forgotten. The only reason you felt isolated was because of lies built around you like walls. But those walls are coming down. And when they do, the love, truth, and clarity you've longed for will rush in like a flood breaking through a dam. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. Your path ahead will not be easy, but it will be free. And freedom is worth every step. The stranger has opened the first door. You will walk through it with strength. They may leave again after the message is delivered. But their role is done. They are not meant to walk your full path, only to hand you the map. And once that map is in your hand, the divine will direct your steps. You will meet others whose souls feel like home. People who speak your truth without even knowing your story. Because the energy of truth attracts others who carry it too. And now that you're vibrating in truth, your soul tribe will begin appearing. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. Do not dismiss the timing of this message. You were brought to it now for a reason. That ride wasn't weeks or days ago by chance, it aligned with the sacred code written into your destiny. Every number you've seen recently, on clocks, license plates, receipts, is part of the confirmation. Synchronicity is divine alignment whispering, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Archangel Michael says there will be a time very soon where you'll be asked to speak your truth aloud. Do not shrink. Do not stutter. Let the power of memory rise and break the chains of silence. Your voice is the key to freedom. The stranger gave you the clue. But your voice will set it all in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 6868. Some will be uncomfortable with the new you. They only knew the silent version. The unsure version. But this you, the one rising, is unstoppable. You will soon walk into places where the energy shifts when you enter. Because your frequency will be truth. And truth always shakes illusions. The stranger knew this when they stopped for you. They felt your power. Even if you didn't see it yet. That's why they offered the ride, not to take you somewhere, but to awaken who you already are. And now, as you move forward, nothing will ever feel the same again. Because nothing is the same anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. In the coming days, you will hear words like return, justice, hidden, light, family, or truth. These are breadcrumbs leading you to the full revelation. Follow them with trust. You will feel chills in moments that seem quiet. That's confirmation. Heaven is whispering through stillness. The journey that began with a simple ride has now become a soul mission. One that will restore not just your memory, but your divine power. And those who tried to bury your truth will witness your rise with wide, trembling eyes. Because nothing hidden can stay hidden forever. Type Amen to get blessing 9898. The stranger will appear one final time. When they do, everything will click. The photos. The names. The night. The past. All of it. They are coming with one last piece. A truth that connects the dots and ends the confusion for good. You won't need validation after this, because your spirit will know it as fact. You will feel a calm rush over your chest. A knowing in your bones. You won't need to argue or explain. You will just know. That's when you'll rise fully. And from that moment forward, no one will ever hold your truth again. It will belong to you alone. Type Amen to get blessing 99999. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.